Hey guys, it's Jesse from Fit Tribe. So we're here in my kitchen, and I wanted to talk about making smoothies. You know, I've talked to a lot of people about making smoothies, and I think they have the wrong idea about what should go in them. You know, we're not trying to make a milkshake. You want this to be something very nutritionally dense, but not a ton of calories in it. And you do that by really loading up on the greens, whether it be spinach greens or red and green chard like this, or kale, and then adding other things in lesser quantities. So the first ingredient you should be putting in here is a whole lot of greens. So I use a Vitamix, which does a really great job of this. I'm going to literally fill my Vitamix with greens. It looks like a lot of greens, but watch what happens. Now you can use water or you can use almond milk. I use unsweetened almond milk. And I'm going to take about a cup of it, not quite, pour that in here with my greens, and then go ahead and blend that down, just to show you how small that really becomes. It looks like a lot. Very quickly. Is very, very small volume of liquid at the bottom. So you want to be using a lot of greens. If this is a serving for two, I'd use probably a lot more than that. After there, you can be creative. So most people are going to want something that's sweetened up a little bit. Berries are a great choice. I get frozen organic berries, which are great. About a third of a cup. And once you get the hang of it, you won't need to measure every time, but I want you to be aware of what you're putting in there and the calories you're consuming as you do it. So about a third cup of that. I love, love, love putting some healthy fats in here. So I'm going to add a little bit of avocado here. Avocado is very calorie dense, but the healthy fats in there are going to keep you full for longer. So be aware of the calories, but don't be afraid to eat it. It also makes it delicious. So I'm going to add a bit of a cucumber. Small amount of banana. Banana sweetens it up a little bit, but pretty calorie dense, a lot of sugar. Let's not go crazy with it. Ice. Especially if you have a powerful blender like this, which I really recommend. It's going to warm up from the friction of the blade, so adding some ice in there will keep it cooled down. And you want to stay hydrated anyway. So from here, you could add, whatever you're into. There's peaches, pears, plums in here. I've got carrots, celery. I'm going to add different things depending on what we're in the mood to drink any given day. I missed a berry. But today, that ought to do it. And we're going to add a scoop of gold standard vanilla whey protein. Now, this has artificial sweeteners in it. That is the one thing. I don't recommend drinking diet soda. I don't recommend artificial sweeteners throughout the day. But to sweeten up your smoothie a little bit and to also get some protein, I do think that adding a little bit of protein, a scoop of this, is a pretty good idea. Now, you can also get unsweetened, unflavored protein. Try that if you like that. Go ahead and go with that. If you need the vanilla protein, that's what I do. Add a scoop of that, and then we blend. My neighbors must love this. Blender is going to determine how long you're going to have to blend and how you have to load it. With the Vitamix, it's kind of nice. You can just throw whatever you want in there, and it's going to blend it all up. I've gone through a lot of cheap blenders, and I was done with it. My most recent one, this guy lasted. I still have the box to this one. This one lasted just a few weeks. So I got sick of that, and we decided to go ahead and use the Vitamix, which we all love at Fit Tribe. So, I'm going to give it a little and there's that. Now, I may choose to go just a little bit longer or even add a little bit of water to it, depending on the consistency you want. Looking at this as I've made it, this would probably be enough. Leslie and I will probably both drink this with a little more water in there. And I'm actually going to go ahead and do that. You don't need to add additional almond milk to smooth it out a little bit. You're better off just adding a little bit of water. And there we go. That'll be perfect. That's awesome. You've got tons of veggies. You've got some healthy fats from the avocado. There's cucumbers in there. You've got some fruit in the protein powder to sweeten it up and add that protein to rebuild your muscle. And I can't imagine a better breakfast than this. You're not going to spike your insulin, so you're not going to digest it super fast and feel hungry immediately afterwards. And it's full of all the nutrition that you need. So I think it's a great choice. So just remember, when you're making your smoothies, this is your #1 ingredient. You want to get lots of greens in there and be judicious as you add your other ingredients. Don't be afraid to experiment. We do lemon all the time, whatever fresh fruits I get, and then also frozen berries are a great idea. And if you buy these, if you see a deal, you can get spinach or kale at a great price, freeze it. I'll take this and keep it in the freezer, and then it continues to be cold when I add everything to the blender. So don't be afraid to freeze fresh stuff so you have good stuff on stock in stock for your smoothies. All right, guys, so thanks a lot for joining me in the kitchen today, and I'll try and include some additional recipes and ideas for you. But remember, the basics are the grains that really matter. All right? Thanks. Have a great day.